Hello. Hello, hello. Boy, it feels like it's been a hot minute, hasn't it? Amazing how much removing Sunday streams makes it be like, what am I doing? How do I stream again? I don't remember. It's been 3,000 years. Yeah. How are you all doing today? I hope y'all are good. Because today, we're gonna finish up the Dawntrail questline for Hildibrand. Because that dropped yesterday. And then after that, we'll be moving back to Chrono Trigger. Oh boy, what the hell happened last time on Hildibrand? We continue to chase I forgot the guy's name, but the guy that Hard Boiled wants to get, because I think that guy got away, and also Hard Boiled believes that that man, I think, killed his version of Nashu. I'm convinced that his version of Nashu is alive and is the little Oglop. Who is that? Yeah, this little thing, I am fairly certain, is his version of Nashu transformed into an Oglop, just like Sid out of Final Fantasy IX. Today we will see if I am correct with that or not. We found out that Hard Boiled has a fucking like air motorcycle thing that he's like tuned up to be able to go to like Mach speeds. And Hildibrand and Hard Boiled continue to be at each other's, I wouldn't say each other's throats, except Hildibrand doesn't really have a violent bone in his body. They're at odds, at least. But they're also kind of sort of learning how to work together a little. I think that's all that happened last time. I don't remember. It's been a hot second. Detecting a lead, Hard Boiled's pensive expression cuts a stark contrast to the frenetic buzz of Truview's neon-lit streets. Ramona, you're to get back to work, I see. I reconstructed the remaining files, but found no more records of monster-fied criminals, so I reckon we're clear on that front. What the last of the data did contain, though, was plans for repairing some kind of fancy-schmancy duplication device. It, said it was discovered aboard a flying vessel of an unknown origin. The description was damn near perfectly matches the shiny disc our imbecile inspector crash-landed over, near Yu Yawada. So now I'm wondering, what's a gadget on a ship like that used to duplicate? People? Into very, polygonal versions of themselves. I miss you, Brandihild. I miss you. I miss him every day. Anything, even people. Oh, that ain't good. See, the files mention 3 critical materials: electrope, ceruleum, and meteorites. Sound familiar? It's the same stuff our fugitive already nicked. They got what they needed to fix the device, and I'm sweating bullets imagining what they need to do with it. Problem is, we squeezed those savaged files dry of every last juicy lead. I can't even begin to guess where Kashkai and Carnelian might be holed up. Okay, it was Carnelian. I was kind of thinking that, but then I was like, wait, no, is that the name of the pirate guy from Limsa Lominsa? And so I like didn't feel confident in guessing. For all we know, they've already moved on to the next step of their diabolical scheme. It's time we pumped a new source of information, and I know just how nosy, just the nosy booger that'll do. Let's go pay a visit to Maimond. You're the partner! You're the partner! You're the Nashu! You've gotta be! nice getup, you two. Nashu's looks nice. What the hell is your color scheme, Hildibrand? Although I don't like the hat. The hat on Nashu is wild. You may recall my mere presence seemed to anger the detective when last our paths crossed, so we've taken to disguising ourselves as ordinary citizens. Our independent investigation otherwise continues unabated. Nashu has, in fact, identified a new potential avenue of inquiry. I've noticed that there's an Oglop that never strays far from Detective Hard-Boiled's side, and I suspect this persistent insect is much more than it appears. It's gotta be, it's gotta be, it's gotta be! Maybe it's just a bug with a taste for gumshoe. No, I share your suspicions. We could be dealing with another creature possessed of a transferred criminal soul. Mayhap it's been sent to spy on the detective. But it doesn't feel like spying. More like it's watching over him. Whatever the Oglop's intentions, we must continue to survey this ever-present surveyor. It may prove critical to cracking the case. All the people also doing this is always fun. Right, I forgot to... Hang on. Here? No. Where's the settings? Show my name never. During battle initials. During battle initials, always initials, that's fine. When targeted initials, but never. And then, when targeted, apply. Okay, there we go. There we go, that helps. I knew there was something I was forgetting to do. Alright, where are we going? Okay, just up here. Probably could have teleported, but oh well. It's fine. Alright, well there's how to battle the Maimin. There's the Oglop. These two are just staring at the Oglop. And is Mr. Yep, there he is. There's fucking Stinky Cheese, man. God. Seeing how concerned the Oglop is for the detective makes me feel a little warm inside. You can see in the Oglop's beady eyes the intensity that surely marks a dedicated spy. Mordecai's already hatched his master plan, but let's not mourn our own chickens before we've heard what Hyman has to say. Back again. What can I do for you this time? Got an odd question for you. Device that can duplicate anything, eh? In the wrong hands, that could lead to all kinds of mischief. I haven't heard a peep about alien gadgets, but there was something else that might interest you. Rumor has it that some half-dead bloke dressed like a lab worker was rescued out in Heritage Pound. You reckon that could be our villain Kashkai? Could be. You have to talk to Cersei, the hunter who found the poor bugger. Apparently he brought him back to his home in the outskirts. If this half-dead lab brat is who we think it is, then I wonder if Carnelian must have... Huh. Thanks for the tip, Hyman. Well, partner, looks like we're headed to the outskirts. Let's find this Cersei fella. And we shall follow wherever so the Oglop leads us. And there they go. And there he goes, the ass. Ah! As I heard, that lab worker was still laid up at Cersei's house in the outskirts. And, you do know the detective's older twin is stalking you, right? If he's trying to stay out of sight, he's doing a terrible job of it. Older twin! Older twin! They think Hildibrand's the older twin! Incredible. You know what, sure. You are zapping yourself again. Do you have like a problem or something? Why do you keep doing this to yourself? Inconspicuous. Did you see that darling little buggy behind? It's so round and shiny. What chicanery is that insect plotting? Mayhap it has designs upon the detective's beloved eggs? Y'all are insane. This is the hunter we're looking for. Now to see what he knows about his injured house guest. Interesting. Of course, I'd be happy to share the tale. I was calling monsters on the fringes of Everkeep when an air-wheeler wobbling through the skies caught my attention. So erratic was its flight path that I half expected it to crash into the ground. Which it did, not far from where I was standing. I ran over to see a man crawl free from the wreckage and collapse, his mask and gloves marking him as a lab technician of some kind. Though the air-wheeler hadn't exploded or burst into flames, he looked terribly burned. I was able to rush him home and administer treatment before he succumbed to his injuries, but the potent medicines must have put him in a deep slumber, so I'm afraid he's in no state to answer questions. As for his name, I found an identification card tucked into one of his pockets. Assuming it belonged to him, the man is Keshkai, a researcher from the local facility. That figures, and those burns. Knowing Carnelian's preference for fire magics, I'd wager a dozen hard-boiled eggs that he's to blame. Amok-Dub, the Crime King, is not only the type to play, not the type to play local henchmen for long. Probably turned on his boss and took over the whole operation. We'll have to wait till Keshkai wakes up to get the whole story, but in the meantime, I'd rather be doing something useful. I say we head outside and consider our options. Appreciate you sharing, Cersei. Keshkai is a criminal involved in the case we're investigating, so we'll be imposing on your hospitality again soon. Criminal, you say? Well, he won't be committing any crimes in his condition. I'll be sure to get a word to you once he's fit enough for you to interrogate. Thanks, sir. Figured the man had his secrets, but I didn't expect him to be a hardened criminal. In any case, I'll let the detective know as soon as this Keshkai awakens. Alright, so they moved. And so is the Oglop. Does the Oglop stalk its prey with intent to pilfer a hard-boiled prize? It's just sweet how the Oglop has eyes for nothing but its friend. I doubt Carnelian would have humored his boss for so long unless he had an endgame in mind. And considering his betrayal came from just as they acquired everything else needed to fix the duplication gadget. Do I really need to finish this sentence? He was probably after the device all along. That's what I'm thinking, but assuming we're right, what does he mean to use it for? Well, we can work on answering that question while Keshkai is still in Dreamland. There's no pal of Carnelian's who might have an insight or two. It's part of his gang back in the day, but insists she's on the straight and narrow now, working as a fortune teller out of a shop in Solution 9. Sarala, the girl on the front desk, handles all her appointments. There goes the Oglop. Quickly, quickly, we must not lose sight of the Oglop. There they go. And he's just... I'm just gonna leave him there. You have fun with that, sir. Oh, where are we going? We're going over here. There's the Oglop. Are you taking a nap? Teensy, cutesy Oglop. Fits in the palm of your hand. Oh, okay. Where has that four-legged skulker scurried off to? It's behind you, bud. It's behind you, and I don't think I see the stalker. I mean, we did leave him behind. This is the shop I was telling you about. Charlotte there wave us through. Oh, her, okay. This establishment caters to the lost souls seeking their true path. Due to high demand, however, I'm afraid we're completely booked for the coming months. We're not interested in your dubious divinations. You just tell old Cassia that Hard-Boiled is here to see her. Very well. One moment, please. What do you want, Hardhead? I've paid my debt to society. You're interfering with the legitimate business of an upstanding citizen. Says the woman who is Carnelian's most prized sorceress charlatan. I'd wager the only fortune to be found here is the one you're making off of gullible marks. Don't you dare let me in with that double-crossing snake. It was his fault I went to prison, and I've been done with the underworld ever since. My establishment is entirely above board. Alright, don't get your robes in a twist. It's Carnelian I want to ask about anyhow. I'll spare you the whole messy story, so let's get down to brass tacks. Imagine there's a gizmo that can replicate any person or object in the world. What do you reckon a no-good crook like Carnelian would do if he got his hands on something like that? What kind of addle-brained... How should I know? The only thing Carnelian ever wanted was power. And no matter how much he got, it was never enough. Seems his ancestor, the one they called the Lich, created the ultimate spell, and it eats him up that he's never had the arcane strength to cast it. Ancestral spell that he ain't got the juice for, huh? But how would a duplication gizmo help him with that? Not my area of expertise, though I suppose you could search the public database and read up on the Lich if you're so inclined. Fair enough. We'll try to look through with the terminals in the commerce sector. Much obliged, Cassia. All right, we're out here now. All right, they have all moved on. It so seems. Guess up or down? I have no idea. I'm gonna assume down. What are you? What is it even happening here? There's you two. Where's the Oglop? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm a shrubbery. I'm a topiary of inquiry, a targeted foliage extraordinaire. Sure, dude. These terminals are connected to Alexandria's public database, so you can use them to learn all sorts of neat stuff. I'll see what I can dig up on this Lich character. Meanwhile, could you reckon to look into what makes Klotz so special? Sky's other flunkies didn't get a choice of monster, but when it came to Carnelian, it seems the Crime King specifically requested the Clot as a vessel for his soul. I figured he was keen on their powers of mimicry, but now I'm wondering if there was something more. Anyway, see what you can find. Chat mode and say use your keyboard and blah 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 blah. God. I hate this. Clots. Is this not? Does it have to be fucking capitalized? I hate. There we go. I fucking hate case sensitive. The terminal monitor displays an entry on the monsters known as clots. Clots. These amorphous organisms inhabit dense jungle environments and demonstrate an extraordinary capability for physical mimicry. Once threatened, the clot will either mirror the threat itself or adopt a more intimidating form. Clots can also fuse with others of their species. There are record cases of multiple clots merging into a single gigantic entity possessed of immense magical power. Alright, there we go. That'll do it. Well, no surprise from the bloodline that produced a maniac like Carnelian. Turns out this Lich guy was a real piece of work. The entry I read said that he used sorcery to raise and bind the dead to his will, and created an unstoppable spell that would immediately snuff out the life of any target. Oh, and that he used necromancy to turn himself into a living corpse. This allowed him to keep amassing dark powers over a period far beyond a normal person's lifespan, which was the thing that earned him the Lich moniker. Too many years of nefarious undeading, though, and the people came together to off him permanently. You know, Norshu? Did we not have the name of his assistant before? Is it fucking Norshu? That's incredible. Surely I would have remembered if his assistant was called Norshu when we learned that earlier. Oh my god. You know, Norshu, my assistant, was killed by a spell I've never seen before. I reckon Carnelian took a page from his ancestors' book of necromancy to animate the poor bastards at the kind of local corpus. How did your research go, by the way? Learn anything useful? Yeah, clots, when they combine with a bunch of themselves, can become very magically inclined. So multiple clots can merge together to make one humongous blob that wields all of their magical power combined? Well, that explains everything. Carnelian means to create a bunch of Crime King copies to fuse into one big murderous mook. Well, you and me are gonna wreck those plans and avenge Norshu's death once and for all. You know what, let's ask permission. I mean, Hildibrand's already going to involve himself anyway, but let's give Hardboiled the illusion of choice. Do you want to loop Hildibrand in on this? Yeah, I've seen him hanging around like a bad smell. But when it comes to exacting vengeance, that will mean double and get in the way. And besides, Carnelian is more dangerous than he's ever been. I won't give him the chance to hurt anyone else. Why are you so bullheaded about me being pals with the inspector anyway? You make a good team, you share the same soul. Where's the both option? Where's the both option? He's not gonna understand what the fuck the same soul means. Because, I mean, okay, I think people know that Solution 9 technically comes from a different like world, and it got like hot glue gunned onto our world, but I don't think most people understand the implications of what that means, and that anybody from Solution 9 has a very good chance to have a counterpart in our world, which is what, you know, Hard-Boiled and Hildibrand are, and Norshu and Nashu. I have to know how he reacts to you share the same soul. Saying we're like two of a kind? Yeah, I don't see it. Still, there's always been something weirdly familiar about that guy. Yeah, what you got? Huh? Alright, be there soon. That was seriously telling us to come over. Keshkai's woken up. He's fucking still there. I've been thinking for Lona, what if the Oglop we keep seeing is actually Norshu? When the detective was talking about his assistant, I swear that insect had the saddest look on its little face. Come now, Nashu. You heard as well as I did that she perished by Cornelian's head. But what if instead of dying, her soul was shunted into an Oglop body in the same way that fugitives are served in the fiendish forms? I suppose it's possible. If Lona would if Lona is smart, she would absolutely be like, oh, you think so too, huh? Nashu does have an uncanny sense for such things. Mayhap we should not dismiss the idea out of hand. Were we to explore the possibility, we might begin by chatting with the researcher zombie whom my gentle dead man acquaintance befriended. Pray, continue your investigation alongside Detective Hard-Boiled, and we shall contact you the moment we learn aught of substance. Hell yeah! See, good teams! Good teams! Alright, back out in the outskirts. Nope, give me a different one. You know what? Sure. I'm like, don't give me the gigantic ass yokai watch mount, please and thank you. Alright, Chief. Got lost on the way or what? There's a promising case. This case is promising an explosive end, and I'd hate for you to miss it. I wouldn't miss it for the world, sir. Clotted crime. Hard-Boiled's eyes are alight with anticipation, nose full of the scent of his quarry. Right, let's head inside and hear what Keshkai has to say for himself. Still wearing the mask? Well, Mastermind, what happened to you? The duplication device was restored. I had all that I required to build my genius army. But mere moments before I began to replicate my brilliant self en masse, that damnable cur burnt the hand that freed him. Seared as I was by Cornelian's sorcery, it was a miracle I managed to escape at all. But my ambitions? Not survived but smoke and ashes. I want you to make him pay. You'll find a device hidden in a lab, or in a hidden lab on the lowest level of the Decani Loca Corpus. The Cornelian's aim is mass self-replication, and that is where he must be. It'll take a time for the alien technology to do its work. Trying to tame a vicious breed like the Crime King was a gamble. I lost. Lucky for you, I was planning to bring him down anyway. Looks like I called how things played out, more or less. Didn't twig that carnelian would round up in a hole right beneath her noses, though. And the sorry sought over to the authorities as soon as he's able to walk. Might be able to put up a fight, but I doubt it'll be much of a challenge for a strapping hunter like yourself. He's welcome to try. Don't worry, I'll be sure to see him into custody. I know where Carnelian is now, and I'm ready to charge in guns blazing. But first I want to pay my respects at Norshu's grave. Well, burying the dead is the custom in Alexandria. Norshu and I were never comfortable with the whole regulator deal. I'll be damned if I was going to forget, and putting her to rest was my way of honoring her memory. That stallion's been in the shop, so I'll head over and pick him up. Going ahead to the name sites, and I'll meet you there. So you did have a body to bury. I suppose that makes sense. Because, like, if the spell just, like, booted Norshu's soul out of her body, I suppose the body would still be around? You what? Sure. We'll use whatever the hell this thing is. Somewhere around here, apparently. Oh, static. I'm gonna say sure is dark for it being basically okay, well, I guess it's like 7 a.m. to some, like, in-game, almost 8. Sun hasn't fully come up yet. Or at least, you know, it's not as bright as it could be. Why is this a solo instance? Why is this a solo instance? Your progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you'll be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out, the progress will be lost. Whatever. Surprise, it's me again. Got a letter here for you from the detective. Did the detective go off on his fucking own? Did he send me here as a distraction? Hard boiled, I swear to God. Right, that's my business done. Time to go and pry into someone else's. Hard boiled, I swear to God. I get it. I get it. But also, do you know how many gods we have fucking killed, my man? We are untouchable by most means. Let us fucking help you. You do not have to worry about us. Sorry for the change of plans, Filona, but I need to handle Carnelian alone. You've helped me out time and again, and I ain't letting you risk your life for my personal vendetta. Buddy! Buddy, let me in! I'll put the Crime King in the ground where he belongs. You just sit tight and wait for the good news. Filona! Hey, Filona! We've learned the most astonishing fact! The new researcher recruit of our gentle dead friend here spoke of a lady he had seen in the lowest level of the Caniloca Corpus. A lady who could very well be not Norshu. She lies unmoving with within a capsule of some kind, looking as if she but dreams in peaceful slumber. We then made at once for Cersei's house to demand the truth from Keshkai. The villain soon folded beneath my expert interrogation and admitted to transferring Norshu's soul from her captive vessel into an Oglop shell. Where is Detective Hardboiled, by the way? I want so badly to let him know his assistant is alive and well. Well, mostly. He is going to go fight Cornelian on his own because the man's an idiot. Seeking vengeance on his own, you say? This calls for the utmost haste. Yep, there he goes. Zip zoom. Wait for me, Inspector. We should shamble along as well. Meanwhile, in the hidden depths of the Caniloca Corpus... What have you done with Poo-Poo's ship? Where is Poo-Poo himself anyway? There she goes. Do I get to play as Hard-Boiled? Now that's a sickening sight. One bloodstained crime king is already too much. I don't recall sending you an invitation, Hard-Boiled. But no matter, I'm afforded the chance to test my newfound strength. What in the Asian crime was this? The dames might have called you handsome once, but you might want to check a mirror. I can feel it surging in me. The nigh unlimited power. Behold the majestic form of the Lich. Let us begin with a demonstration of my ancestors' dominion over the undead. Great, this keeps getting creepier. Wait for Hildibrand to show up and immediately befriend the zombies because that's just what he does. During this battle, you'll be fighting as Detective Hard-Boiled and gain access to a special dodge action. With the proper timing, you can use Molting Python to avoid taking damage even if you are within the area of an enemy's attack. Certain enemy attacks will be preceded by a countdown icon. When this icon progresses to the Molting icon, Python icon, quickly use the action. All right, okay. We got QTEs. Oh my god. Okay, what the fuck do you have? All right, that's your 1, 2, 3. Upon accumulating 2 stacks, lightning up, lets me do big thing. That's my dodge. It's on 3. All right. Night Stallion is my AoE in a straight line. Thick skin. Okay. Well, I see. Okay, it's in a straight... Okay, I see how it works. Also, there's dialogue happening. Ready for the show, hard-boiled? Now you learn the true power, damn servants, I bid you rise! Take you with me, punk, a one-way ticket to hell. Love of... Let him just stay dead, cruel bastard. How rude of me. Should I have raised Norshu as well? Good one, wise guy. Let's see you smile when I knock out all those rotten teeth. Do your worst. You cannot best even these shambling puppets. It's getting real old real fast. Unliving minions, tear that man apart! Yep. Hell yeah. Let us remember to always comport ourselves in a gentlemanly manner, everyone! Well, there goes your minions, sir. What just happened? Forcing our zombie brethren to act against their will is simply unconscionable. Well, whilst I do not condone violence, this situation appears beyond a peaceful resolution. Allow me to assist. Soft-boiled savior in hell. Thanks, pal. You dare interfere? I'll kill you both! This is just straight up the fucking Final Fantasy IX boss tape! Let's go! Are you gonna be my evade tank again, bud? Fear not, Detective. I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, am here to help you win the day. What can I feel like you accomplish? Alright, well, count on you, buddy. I see. Also, the fact that Hard Boiled's big attack is called fucking Pulp Fission is really funny. Alright, Hildibrand, you're just kind of doing whatever the hell. I'm untouchable. Buddy, you're not really doing a good job as a tank. And you're doom. Okay, so there is an AoE to that. Good to know. There's no escaping from this one. What robust fragrance. Okay, I was moving. Hit that, don't fall in the face. How is he still standing? Yeah, Hildibrand is just fucking taking this shit. Irritating worms, but I have more than my magic at my disposal. Oh god. Something wrong, Crime King? Your crowd is starting to thin out. Make your clever quips while you can. Wow, that big attack does like a bajillion damage. Let us settle this like gentlemen. All right, we're slowly doing it. Hi, Hildibrand. What the hell are you doing, bud? Ow! I have you now. Can't keep a good guy down. Try again, bozo. Damn you! I use it. Ow! Use Molten Python to avoid attacks. Heal again. Okay, there we go. Alright, easy peasy. And how about this? I shan't be caught off guard this time! Hey, he's doing it! Hildibrand is learning! Wasting your time. My shell's too hard for you to crack. Graceful even in flight, gentle as gentle does! That's how it must be. I will hold nothing back! Uh-oh. That's a lot of metal mooks. So many murder machines all in a row. But we have just the answer to that. Detective, remember my electrifying handstand? Pole fishing can now be used without restriction. Thanks, bud! What idiocy is this? Curse you, I must have more! Our strength is not yet spent! What, no more wisecracks? Someone's feeling the pinch. Feeling a touch dizzy. My entire stock of armaments destroyed. Who is that foppish imbecile? I'm not allowing him to ruin my moment of triumph. What was that? What was that? Felt that in the morning. Die! He's getting fried. Although he was just standing there. Yep, there he is. Inconceivable. No mortal can withstand such power. Violence is not the answer. He's one tough egg, and I reckon we could use that ether. Hildibrand, give me all the juice you got. Of course, Detective, our moment has come! Time for the limit break! Damn, you two got here real fucking fast, and we were real slow. This one's for Norshoe. Hold your fire, detective. Your assistant is alive. What did you say? I warned you about being soft-hearted, Boiled. Well, you'll never learn. I wanted to save such exquisite magicraft for more fitting victims, but now you clods will witness the ultimate spell firsthand. No, you're the clod. You're literally made of, like, what was it, like 7 clods, I think? With unholy power drawn from darkest abyss, I shall sever soul from corporeal anchor. Death! It's back there! Now, I know Hildibrand is built different, but... I see, we have literally... His soul really has just left his body! Hildibrand! Listen, as someone whose soul has, left their own body in-game, in canon, this is fixable! This is fixable! Oh, I've died! How unmanned or villain of me! I've slain the dolt instead. Though I'm glad to be rid of that most bothersome gnat. Is that Hildibrand's ghost? Oh, such pitiful sorrow. A soul should dissipate soon after leaving the flesh, but lo, a resilient zombie overlord endures in spectral form. Hello? This battle isn't over? Even with your entire entourage of fools, you cannot contest the power combined. Brain blast? Are they rejoining? Are they rejoining? What the fuck is this? Won the fusion dance! Master Zomberbrand's spiritual essence has merged with Master Hardboiled's physical form. It's brilliant, it's blinding, it's a pure gold soul. This changes nothing! He's just fucking no-selling it. Go! Hardboiled cannot be. Hardboiled is not here right now. Why are you growing? Why are you growing? You can call us Hildibrand, and your goose is cooked, my dear fellow. You have the same soul density as me right now. Why the fuck are you able to do this? Hey, Ayakashi, what's up? No evil can withstand the giant golden Manderville man. He's doing it. He's doing the suplex. He did the Manderville suplex. You're a ghost! How did you do this? Yes, cinema! Absolute cinema! Yes, you've learned the truth of it. Your precious Norshoe never really died. Guess Kai needed a subject for his soul transfers experiments, and the task of procuring the victim fell to me. Your name, Hildibrand, was at the top of my hit list. I drew upon essential sorcery to cast into a death-like sleep, for the ease of delivery, you understand. But then your meddling assistant threw herself into the spell's path, and I was forced to settle for her instead. And she tried to do the same thing again, even though she's a bug! I had to dig up Norshoe's corpse following the burial, and then proffer her to catch Kai in place of your sorry hide. So it was her soul that ended up in that insect vessel. You bastard, you know that you did that knowing how much I hate Oglops! Now, let us remain civilized. The process is entirely reversible. Why are you floating? Get back down here! Oh dear, my apologies, but I fear the draw of an irresistible force. Oh, that's right. Master Hildibrand has died, and to his untethered soul comes the call. Just fucking touch your body! See you on the other side, my friends! Don't leave me behind, Inspector! Look, his body's still breathing. We gotta drag that soft-souled soul back. This is literally just the fucking boss from, is it the Alamigo dungeon? Yeah, the Alamigo dungeon that we, like, did in, Stormblood. Whenever I was last doing Stormblood. That, middle boss literally has a mechanic where he, like, ejects your soul from your body, and all you have to do is run back to your body and touch it, and then you, like, get reabsorbed. We literally just gotta do that. I smelled that simpleton with enough ultimate death magic to kill him 10 times over. There is no coming back. Perform the Manderville, must I do the dance? I think we all knew it would come to this, but still. Nope, no hesitation, perform the Manderville. Where the fuck are you going? Why are you spinning? She looks so serious while doing it. Well, hey, now, don't tell me you've gone and cracked. She's so serious. Come on, bud. Feel the magic. Feel the magnetic powers of your stupid family dance. is happening? It looks so fucking stupid. Oh, I say! Once again, proving the suspicion that the devs use the Hildibrand questline to test out facial bones on their character models. Thanks to that stirring performance by my adventuring associate, I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have returned to life and I'm back on the case! Oh, they really are using this quest line to test facial bones on their skeletons. But you can't... That's not possible! Toughest guy I ever saw. Now, what was that about fixing Horseshoe? You can't really get her back to normal. We both just died. Your assistant's recumbent form is being held within this very facility. We need but extract her soul from the Oglop and reunite it with her original body. I'd guess you provide me with a step-by-step procedure for operating the transference apparatus. Should pose no great difficulty to restore Mistress Horseshoe ourselves. The rest of us should wait at the entrance then. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Alright, I didn't need my carbuncle at all. The Inspector is unstoppable! The ultimate death magic's failed to slay him. Never mind those other fiends, that dolt was a true monster. Yeah, they're just built different. Just doing a quick look, make sure the stupid cheese man isn't around. You know what? It stinks in here. Let's head outside. It sure does. Get us out of here. This place is rotten. Detective Hardboiled! Is she a Midlander? Is she not a Mikote? What the fuck? Oh, that that feels cursed. Where are your cat ears? Hey, dollface. You're looking well. And yet, that's a Mikote pose. You should be doing that. What are you doing? Hi, I'm Horseshoe. Thank you ever so much for putting me back in my own body. The resemblance to Nashu is, as you say, uncanny. Right? Pizza in a pot, I tell ya. Right, I've had my fill of musty old labs. Time to blow this joint. Yeah, there's your ride. Hildy, that's not yours. Hildy, that's not yours. Although I guess you do need a way to get fucking launched into the sunset for the next expansion, huh? Hey, who said that you could ride the stallion? Surely once used fellows such as ourselves are above cursory. Let me try this again. Surely once fused fellows such as ourselves are above cursory formalities such as asking for permission. Whoa! What's the lightning? That chassis the chassis can take a direct hit. Hey, I don't think you're going to get your motorcycle back, bud. I think the stallion's gone. Unless it just flings him as it crashes back down. Yeah, you know what's coming, don't you? Just gone. Are you supposed to be able to see him fly off in the distance if the weather wasn't this horrid? Because otherwise he's just fucking gone! Wait for me, Inspector! Gosh, that looked dangerous! He'll be fine. It's the Night Stallion I'm worried about. I just had him repaired. They lead us to such idiots. Am I dreaming? Surely this is a nightmare. I'll deliver Mr. Lots of Cloths here to 10 men. You can head back with Norshu to my place in Solution 9. He's somewhere in the future now or in the past. I don't know, because we know for a fact the next expansion for this game is taking us to another reality. So it's like, depending on how the heck they do it, it's going to be very curious. I'm like, did Hildibrand get flung into another reality? Or is his questline still going to happen back in our world? Because honestly, it can go either way. And I shall re-enter the facility to recruit the remaining zombies. I bid you gentle people a good day. Alright, Norshu. We have that rubbish receptacle is where I would hide and keep watch over the detective. It was surprisingly fun living as an Oglop, but boy am I glad to be back in my own body. As much as I joked about how cursed it is to see a Nashu without the cat ears because I'm so used to that, I do appreciate that Hard-Boiled and Nashu aren't just like one-to-one, like in terms of appearance and like face and stuff, Hildibrand and Nashu, because other characters that we have seen where we like know their version from our reality and then we end up seeing like their version from a different reality, they're always like they look exactly the same. Like, maybe the hair is slightly different or they're wearing different clothes, but it's like, otherwise they're like 1-to-1. So I do appreciate that these two do show of, like, they don't, parallel universes of the same person do not have to be identical. Like, not like 100% identical, I mean. That makes two of us. Couldn't imagine having one of those creepers as an assistant. I went ahead and handed Carnelian over to the authorities. They'll restore him and all his monstrous pals to their original mook selves and then toss him into the slammer. In other words, that's all she wrote on the case of the fiendish fugitives. You're a handy gal to have around, Lona. As thanks for sticking with me through thick and thin, I made you a replica of the Night Stallion. Doesn't have the same customizations, but it still runs plenty fast. Use this key when you're ready to ride. Hell yeah! I have a gift for you too, of sorts. I made a lot of friends when I was Oglop, and one of the little fellas had big dreams for traveling the world. Is this a minion? Take him along on your adventures. He'll be fantastic company. My own Oglop buddy. My own Oglop buddy. Now we'll be excited. Look at you embracing danger. I told you, these tiny devils are harbingers of death and disease. Oh, there's no such thing. Oglops are harmless, not to mention cute as a chin in his button. Right. Well, it's your funeral. Keep it where you can see it or stow it away in your pack. Speaking of companions, I wonder where that gentle fop and Nashu disappeared to. Not that I'm worried or anything, but I owe them a tip of the hat at the very least. Anyhow, Norshu and me are going to get back to running our detective agency here in Solution 9. Hopefully we'll cross paths again on some other case. Maybe at some point in one of these Hildibrand quest lines, we'll, like, collect all the Hildibrands we've met, because there's also Brandehild, who has been missing this entire expansion. I miss him every day. Our time together in the great alleyway of life is brief but golden, like the richest, yellowest of yolk. See you around, Lona. Night Stallion activation key, a thin rectangular piece of what appears to be electro. Placing it near your Night Stallion will magically bring the vehicle to life. Oglop, its unsettling gaze bespeaks intelligence, but surely it's only your imagination. And Pulper of Inquiry, whichever the hell. Music roll, hell yeah. You can now exchange the MGP for... Okay, new gold saucer reward, neat. His trail had evaporated like mist in a neon haze. The city carried on, uncarrying. I fell into a familiar humdrum rhythm. My road gone curiously quiet. There's a gnawing absence of irritating yet endearing whimsy. That's life, ain't it? No such thing as a perfect egg. Let me leave you with a few words of wisdom. If it ain't tough, it ain't bold enough. But sometimes a man needs to be gentle. And then Norshu? Yeah! She does the little thing that Nashu did. Who are you talking to, detective? Is that ice like a fucking iceberg from one of the icy dungeon maps shrunk down? Hildibrand will return? Egg. Yippee! Give me my goodies. Alright, what was that about new thingy at the gold saucer? And there's this Oglop sitting by the trash can, that's fun. Where? Who? Sit at the gold saucer attendant. There's like fucking 3 of them. Nope, not you. Right, yeah, music probably is where it would be. Yep, there it is. Final Fantasy IX Battle 2 Orchestra Roll, because we did just straight up have the original Final Fantasy IX song. Like, not even, like, reorchestrated or anything. But yeah, you know what, F, take me to the desert so that I can show off the thingies that we got. Minion guide, where's the Oglop? Where are you? Where's this goddamn Oglop? There it is. Alright, so yeah, we do just straight up have a little Oglop following us. God, it's so small. God, it's so small. It's tiny. Alright, and then where is the Night Stallion? Wait, hang on. Where's its thing? This Night Stallion is a replica of Hard-Boiled's beloved air-wheeler, though only in appearance, for the detective's vehicle is tuned to produce so much power it would be dangerous in the hands of any but himself. The output of this model is factory stock, making it far more manageable. And then yeah, we can fly with it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And then also, where's the Oglop? The Oglop is a variety of insect that has existed in the Ninth since ancient times. While considered a noxious pest in urban centers such as Everkeep, it is viewed with more leniency by folk in the countryside, who prize the rare oil that can be harvested from its glossy wings. And there we go. That is Hildibrand. That will be all of Hildibrand until a while after the next expansion comes out, which I think is possibly going to be January at the earliest. So it'll be months after January. Oh, I can't land here. Unfortunate. Oh yeah, what a fun little quest line. I love Hildibrand so much. Hildibrand is good. That said, as I mentioned before, I now want there to end up being a branch of Hildibrand where all the Hildibrands we've like collected over the journeys, namely just Brandihild and Hard-Boiled, all come back. And if we meet yet another Hildibrand in the next quest line, obviously hell yeah. Although I doubt, I was gonna say I doubt they'll do that twice in a row. They technically did do that twice in a row because of Brandihild, but Brandihild and Hard-Boiled's situations are very different from each other. But yeah, fun. So I will do very quickly a BRB. Actually, I'm gonna probably be talking the entire time as I simply just quit 14 and boot up a Chrono Trigger. So yeah, this will be the end of the part for YouTube. So yeah, see you in a second. YouTube.